am back. If you cannot tell, I am sick. So if there are like breaks in this where I've just cut the video, it's probably because I had a coughing fit. So just keep that in mind. Now, one of the things I want to mention before I start is, which I was going to actually mention during the video, but I'll mention it at the start. With all this COVID happening, especially in my state of Victoria, it's been pretty bad here recently. I just want to let you know that it is not COVID, and I can guarantee you that because I got tested. It was very unpleasant, but it is good to get tested if you are sick. So I had cold symptoms. I was pretty sure it was a cold, but just in case, I got tested. So they stick a thing up your nose, which is unpleasant. It's in there for like 10 seconds, and it's just like you feel like sneezing for that whole time. It's like a tingly feel, and also they really shove it up there. So I did not enjoy that. And the other one was the back of a throat swab. Now, I know a lot of people that really don't like that one. Now, it wasn't pleasant, but it was quick. So I probably found the nose part worse, and my nose felt weird for the rest of the day. But other than that, it was fine, and I got the results like a couple of days later, and I was negative. So I am very happy that is the case. So now our household does not need to be in lockdown, which is good. And I'm still obviously avoiding going out, but I haven't really gone out. So mostly because I've been sick, but so there's that. Now, this video is actually going to be my last self-isolation vlog, at least for now. As you would have seen in the title, it's just I have decided that after 13 weeks of doing it, to move on for a bit. It's not like COVID has stopped or anything. In a lot of places it has slowed down, and in a lot of places it has also sped up. I mean, in my town, not my actual town, where I am now, and I have been staying pretty much since COVID started, or really started to take hold of Australia, there hasn't really been as many cases. There's been like 4, there may be more, but there's really not many. So we're not in lockdown at the moment. But I can't go back home, so there's that. So I thought maybe it's time to stop. And I had stopped for a little bit because, as you know, hopefully from watching my last vlog, and I wrote in the comments and that, the description, and I mentioned in the video that my computer had broken down and I wasn't able to edit, so that was uploaded later. But now I've got the thing back, so that's good. I lost track of my thought. I have not really been doing a whole heap in the last week because I've been sick. But also one of the reasons I started the vlog was because I didn't really have a whole heap of content to actually make in those times because it was lockdown. I didn't have a set and I wanted to create that set, and now I have it. I'm going to start putting more content out there other than this. So I wanted to do that. So with that being said, I will move on to what I actually did since week 13. Now, I'm sure I won't grab every single detail, but I have a list that I wrote just to make sure I mentioned everything. So one of the things I did, and it's been quite a big thing for me and also for this video in general, which has been allowing me to create these videos now, is I got my new laptop. So originally it was meant to come in like September, but it came early, which I was so thankful for because my other laptop broke and I couldn't edit and it was becoming a disaster. So now I have a new laptop and I'm so glad about that. It has been really good. So I will show you that in a different video. I'm currently using it to record because I've got a USB mic, which you potentially see in this video. It's just there. I just wanted to do this video in my bed like all my other ones. Okay, moving on. As I said, I got tested for COVID and I also got the results and was negative. My friend Haiti had her 23rd birthday, so I went to that. That was fun. We just played some games. It was just a small get together. So at that point in time, and I think still, maybe you can't have anyone. No, I think you can. You can have 5 people around your house. So originally she was going to have a bigger like party with like up to 10, I think, extra people, but that got ruined. So we just had a get together, played some games, and yeah, that was good. About that also, I arrived a night early, or a day early. I arrived the night before and scared the hell out of her and brought my wine because I thought it was going to be the party that night. Got it completely wrong, but just sat around and drank a glass of wine and eventually went back home. So yeah, that was my bad. I also went to stay for a night in my place in Melbourne that I'm sharing with my brother and sister-in-law. So just for a night, and that was good to be home for a night. if that, my watch is going off. Stop it. My heart's always fast, and it's just, I need to stop it from doing that because it just beats stops buzzing every time I'm over 100 beats, and I just have a naturally fast heart, so it's a lot that it's over that amount, but yeah. So I went there. So one of the reasons I went there because they adopted a dog for a 2-week trial. It was a greyhound called Brax. He was 6, and they wanted to do that. So I came first week, towards the end of the first week, on the weekend I think it was. Yeah, and I met him. Now that leads on to the next thing of they ended up not keeping Brax. The 2-week trial didn't go so well, you can say. I don't think he'd been long in foster, and because he was an ex-racing greyhound, he had a fair few issues, and they just weren't ready to deal with those issues as it's like their first dog together. So he was kind of active for a greyhound. He would go on long walks. He would have 2 walks a day, which wasn't what they were hoping to have when they got a greyhound. He had a habit of sooking in the afternoon, and I think just in general at points he would bark. Like he had bad points of barking in people's faces, and he wasn't very good with other dogs, especially small dogs. He would go them. He slept well, so that was good. But he would just start sooking. He wasn't good with other dogs. He got a bit, I don't know if it was aggressive. If you are watching this, I know my brother watches this, correct me if I'm wrong, but he didn't deal with people cooking meat very well. He would be hanging around, he would always be at your feet, and he would get a bit thingy around food, I think, or meat. So there were other issues, but there was some of them. Also, he would stop randomly on walks. Like you'd have to jog across the road because he had points of just stopping in the middle of wherever and not moving. He would refuse to move for a good 20 minutes. Yeah. So I hope he gets adopted by someone else that maybe has a bit more time and knowledge on that sort of thing and those sort of issues. I'm sorry, I'm gonna die. I'm not used to. I'm gonna try my best to carry on. So if I have like tears streaming down my face during this, it's fine. Anyway, after I got back from, after I finished my night at my place, I went to my grandparents, saw them. I also saw them on the way up too, actually. But yeah, saw them. They also live in Melbourne, just a different suburb. And we picked up my and we picked up my nephew Max and niece Zoe. So we picked them up and we got some Macca's ice cream, soft serves. It was a pretty bad idea. Ran a car. Don't ask me why. It was my dad's idea. Why my dad decided to give a 3-year-old a soft serve in a car. It is really a mess. But anyway, it actually turned out okay. He did not finish the soft serve though, so. And then we came back to my parents' house, which is where I've been staying, if you have not caught that onto that through all of these videos that we've been doing. Okay. We babysat them for a few nights. I don't remember exactly. We went to a place called the Great Stupa. It's like a Buddhist temple, and yeah, it was pretty good. I had been there before, but it's still getting renovated, so for the last time it hadn't been done as much, and it's slowly developing, I guess. So the kids had fun there. 3-year-old kind of gets loud in those sort of places because it echoes, so that was, had to apologize a lot to people for a 3-year-old that's excited. But my niece actually did really well there, so I was very proud of her. She was very thoughtful, I guess, of that. So we did that, and we had a... What did I have? I had a scone, because we went to a cafe. We were going to search for cafes that were actually open and you could eat there, because that's a really hard thing to find these days. But we found one, and that was good because the kids were getting cranky, specifically Max. So yeah, we got it, and he was happy with the cupcake he got. Yeah. Once they had left, we dropped them back at their parents. It was another day. It wasn't straight after. We also went to a place called Echuca. Just for the day, my dad had to fix something in Moama. Was it Moama? Could be wrong. The border's closed now, but I think it was before that, so yeah. But now we can't go to Moama, but in Echuca, and we hunted down for quite a while. It was actually really busy. It was before the Melbourne lockdown, so there was like a lot of Melbourne people there. But we went hunting for Devonshire tea, and it was actually really hard to find. And every time we found one, the place was at capacity. So we eventually found a place. We thought we were just going to get pancakes, and then bam, he said he had Devonshire teas. We were like, yes, finally. And it was fairly quiet there, so that was good. I've ordered masks. Am I saying that right? Oh my god, I don't know. Anyway, we ordered masks. We ordered them. Never mind. My god, never mind. I cannot speak. I'm incapable at the moment. Anyway, we ordered them. We got reusable ones because we did get non-reusable ones, but we don't have to keep buying those. So we ordered reusable ones online, some for my dad, some for me, some for my mum. So we're waiting for those to come. My dad got his too, but I'm waiting for my two and my mum's one. Then we need to get my mum another one. So I'm excited for those, and I will show you them when they arrive. I got my laptop bag, so that's good. I needed a bag for my laptop because I gave both mine away. And then, like, I never used them anyway because they were just too bulky. They were, like, big. They were, like, this wide and, yeah. It's just not really going to suit me. So, I got a new one, and I will show you in the laptop video. It's blue. Is it blue? A big thing that's happened is I got my license. So, I'm very happy to finally have my license. I had been doing driving lessons on the lead up to that, and then I was trying to drive every day. And then I was worried that I wouldn't be able to go for it because, like, I was from Melbourne and they were going into lockdown. But I managed to prove that I had been here since March. So they pretty much changed my address to my parents' house now. So I now kind of live here, I guess. And I went for that and I passed. So yay, I can drive my car around. I haven't had much opportunity to do that because I have been sick. But I drove to the COVID testing place. So that was fine, I guess. And I'm hoping to drive it again tomorrow. Yeah, and then other than that, I've just been buying stuff online. Like, it's pretty bad now. I've got Sims. I was off Sims for so long, and then I got the new laptop, and I'm just playing Sims 4, and then I got another pack, and then I got another pack, and now I want another pack, and it's just gonna turn into a, like, thing. But I've been doing online surveys, so I've been getting, like, vouchers just for shopping and that, though, but I'm hoping to use those in shopping so I kind of pay back for all the Sims I buy, which is pretty bad. Yeah, just buying stuff online. I don't even remember now what I bought. I bought, like, a bunch of stuff. I got Ella a onesie. I don't even know how long ago, but it came because I had no idea what it was. I'm like, what is this? It was from Wish, and it was a disaster. It fitted fine. I was so happy, but then the next day I woke up and my parents were like, "Is this like it?" I don't know, because it's a onesie. It went. I don't know if it slipped lower or because it slightly went over her tail. She went to the toilet, and poo got stuck all on the back of the onesie or in the onesie. I don't even know what happened, and then it, like, I don't know what she did, but it just, like, she scattered bits of poo all over the house, and it was a mess. I don't even know. It's like she ran everywhere and just dropped it everywhere. Well, it was in the bathroom. We leave that door shut, but I don't know. It was on the carpet. It was all over the kitchen. It was just, it was a mess. I don't know what happened, and I don't know how to fix that issue. It's quite bad. No one had that review. Someone should have told me. Yeah, so there's that. Last thing I did was, not last thing I did, but I've been doing is practicing a script for Luna 7 yet again. The last week of practicing hasn't been so great. It's pretty much just been memorizing it because my throat's just been awful and, like, croaky, and then I've been coughing. So I'm not really doing the voice I've been needing to do. But yeah. Before that I had been, but yeah. I think that's virtually all I've done. I can't think of anything else. I'm sure there's, like, been other small things. But to be honest, I think those are the main things. So I'm glad to have finally done this video. I'm sorry it took so long. But from now on, now I'm set up with everything, and I have a lot of time because, well, there's really nothing else to do. I will be uploading these more regularly. My I'm sorry about my throat and the coughing and all of that, but I'm here and I'm hoping to survive the next however long without coughing my lungs out. So this is the final vlog. I am so happy if you watched all my vlogs up until here. I understand if you didn't, that is fine. If this is the first one you've watched, please just try and watch some others. Don't have to, just an idea. If you liked this one, then go. Yeah. Yeah, it's a bit weird to have finished all this suddenly, but I may come back depending on the whole COVID pandemic and if it escalates more. In Melbourne, there was like 400 cases, not yesterday, but the day before. And there's 300 and something today. So, all the other states have locked us out, but that's fine. We don't need them harassing people. Anyway. Oh, and I've been watching Money Heist. That's the last one. That's what I've been doing. Money Heist is good. I recommend watching it. It is Spanish, so you will need to read subtitles. They do have a dubbed version, but I don't know if that's any good. I don't like dubbed versions of things. They're kind of just weird. I don't know. To me, they're not as good. But yeah, I recommend watching it. It's a good show. My heart's over here. I don't know what I'm thinking over there. Alright. Thank you for watching, everyone. And I'll see you in a different video.